I still remember the exact second my hand froze on the doorknob. Lily, 7 years old, rocket dress, planets on her leggings, was asking the DJ why bass makes your chest vibrate like an earthquake. He was actually crouching down, explaining frequency waves with hand gestures, treating her like the question mattered. My phone burned against my thigh. Mom. Again. I almost ignored it. Then I thought, no. Let her hear the sound of people choosing us. I answered. What the hell is this circus you posted online? No hello. Just venom wrapped in hurt. I glanced at Lily, ponytail swinging, eyes wide with wonder as the DJ let her press a button that sent a low thump through the floor. It's Thanksgiving, I said quietly. The version where my daughter gets to exist. She laughed, the short, sharp one she uses when she's furious and wants to pretend she's above it. We are your real family, Ethan. Not this rented crowd of strangers. I could hear the TV in their living room, football crowd roar, plates scraping, the same sounds I grew up drowning questions in. Real family, I repeated, tasting the word like rust, shows up. Even when the kid has questions. Silence. Then her voice cracked smaller. You're breaking your father's heart. He's telling everyone you got called into a 24. He's lying for you. And your sister hasn't stopped crying since she saw the pictures. I looked around the VFW hall I'd booked 2 weeks earlier on pure rage and a firefighter's credit limit. Long tables draped in butcher paper. Crayons scattered like confetti. Kids sprinting between chairs, no one hissing settle down. Steam rose from aluminum pans of turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, samosas, mac and cheese, 3 different pies. The air smelled like gravy, old wood polish, and possibility. I used to think love smelled like my mother's sweet potato casserole. Now it smells like strangers saying yes. My name is Ethan. 37. 12 years running into buildings most people run from. I marry smoke for 24 hours at a time, come home smelling like diesel and adrenaline, kiss my wife Mara, who keeps lungs working when other people can't, and then kiss the top of our daughter's head while she explains plate tectonics over cereal. Lily is the brightest thing I've ever pulled from any fire. She once took apart our broken coffee maker because she wanted to meet the heating element. Found the coil, named it Carl, drew him lungs and a heart. To me she's perfect. To my parents she's exhausting. They never said the word annoying. They said spirited. Intense. A handful. Same tone they used when they called my job, that dangerous hobby you never grew out of. They live 17 minutes away in the split level I painted bedrooms in as a teenager. Dad's back gave out at the plant, Mom quit the register to take care of him. They needed help. I gave it. First it was $400 for back taxes. Then $700 when the furnace died midwinter. Then automatic $250 every Friday because panic calls at 2 a.m. were worse than direct deposit. Roof, $5,200. Car down payment, $4,100. Sister's emergency gallbladder surgery, $3,800 on my card because her insurance had a hole the size of Ohio. Big screen TV for Sunday games, $1,100 plus my Saturday installing it while Lily sat cross-legged on their carpet explaining why black holes aren't really holes. No one asked her to keep going. I kept paying anyway. I told myself, they're old. They raised me. This is what sons do. I told myself the money bought gratitude. It bought tolerance, at best. The first crack happened at 4. Sunday pot roast. Lily beside Grandpa, asking why mashed potatoes get lumpy if you overstir. He sighed the sigh that means conversation over. Because that's how it works. Eat. She tried again, but who decided how much stirring is too much? He looked at me across the table like I'd brought a malfunctioning appliance. She needs to learn when to be quiet, Ethan. People get tired. I forced a laugh. She's curious, Dad. World needs more of that. He grunted. World needs manners. After that the comments stacked like dry brush waiting for a spark. Does she ever stop? She corrected your Uncle Ray about carburetors. He was embarrassed. Your aunt said she felt attacked when Lily explained climate change at Easter. Meanwhile my nephew sits 3 hours swiping cartoons, silent, invisible. Such a good boy, Mom coos. Never a peep. Lily builds Lego suspension bridges on the floor and gets stepped over. Every dismissal carved another piece out of me. Every time, I patched the hole with another transfer. Another emergency. Another, just this once. Then came the cruise. 40 years married. Alaska. Balcony cabin. Glacier excursions. $8,000. We'll pay half, Dad said over pork loin. You and your sister cover the rest. Call it a thank you for all the years. My sister, middle school art teacher, paycheck to paycheck life, looked at me with eyes that said please don't make me beg. I did the math. Then I said the quietest no of my life. We're paying off the roof. Lily's teeth are coming in crooked. We can handle emergencies. Not luxury. Mom's face went blank. Family helps family, she said, voice ice. They never asked again. But the Friday text stopped being thank yous. They became, did it post? Balance looks off. Mara noticed first. We were at our kitchen table, bills spread like a losing poker hand. They only reach out for money or guilt, she said softly. I shrugged. That's them. Lily, supposed to be asleep, patted in. Why doesn't Grandma ever ask what I learned today? Mara's eyes met mine. I had no answer that didn't hurt. 3 weeks before Thanksgiving my phone rang on shift. Engine bay. Diesel and coffee. Mom, speakerphone. We've decided this year. Should be calm. Adults. The quieter grandkids. Lily, she asks so many questions. It wears people out. You and Mara come. She can stay with friends. The bay echoed. I stared at my boots. You're uninviting my daughter because she's curious. Don't twist it, she snapped. This is our home. We decide peaceful. I pictured Lily's gratitude poster, colored bars ranking things she loved about the world. She'd planned to bring it. Understood, I said. And something in me locked shut. I got home. Mara frosting cupcakes. Lily reading about supervolcanoes to the KitchenAid. I told them everything. Word for word. Lily's voice came small. Did I break Thanksgiving? Mara turned away. Shoulders shook once. I knelt. No, bug. They broke the rule that says love doesn't come with a mute button. That night I opened the banking app. Scheduled transfer, FRI, $250, Mom and Dad. No end date. I edited. Cancelled. Confirmation banner, green, final. I screenshotted it. Named the folder enough. Then I opened a new savings account. Lil's Wonder Fund. Transferred $6,000, the kitchen remodel money I'd been saving for them. Mara watched. You're really doing this. I'm done buying a seat at a table that won't seat my kid. 2 days later I called the VFW. Thanksgiving. Short notice. The woman laughed. You're in luck. Couple ghosts cancelled. First responder discount. 60 people. I sent the invites wide. No blood requirement. Just, questions welcome. Noise welcome. Kids welcome. RSVP like wildfire. Thanksgiving morning Lily woke up asking if the hall had a microphone so I can share facts during dessert. We arrived early. Butcher paper. Crayons. Sign in Sharpie, Curiosity Corner, write your biggest question. People poured in. Station guys with green bean casserole and bad jokes. Mara's ICU crew with wine and stories. Lily's science teacher with a telescope app on her phone. The bookstore owners who always let her help shelve. My cousin Nate, the only relative who ever played Legos on the floor with her, showed up with root beer and an apology. I should have said something sooner. We ate. We laughed. Kids chased each other. No one shushed. The DJ let Lily test the echo. She asked the whole room why stars look like they're twinkling. 20 hands went up with answers. Then the phone. Mom. I stepped to the corner by the coat rack. She was crying now. How could you humiliate us like this? Posting pictures. Making us look like monsters. Your father's telling everyone you're on a call. Your sister can't stop shaking. I watched Lily hand a crayon to a shy boy from Mara's work. You think this is punishment? I asked. It's embarrassing. No, I cut in. Embarrassing is banning a 7-year-old because her brain won't sit still. Embarrassing is taking thousands every month and still treating her like background noise. Silence. Then, softer, we're your parents. And she's my daughter, I said. I choose her table. I hung up. Walked back. Lily ran over, marker on her cheek. Daddy, Mrs. Carter says black holes sing. Can we look it up later? I lifted her onto my hip. Yeah, bug. We can look up anything you want. Later, Mara leaned against me while the room sang off-key to Sweet Caroline. You okay? She whispered. I looked at 60 people who chose curiosity over quiet. At my daughter explaining supernovas to a circle of adults who actually listened. I'm home, I said. I don't know what happens next Christmas. Or if they'll ever apologize. Or if the silence between us becomes permanent. But I know this. No amount of money buys love that demands a child shrink. And no holiday is worth more than the sound of my daughter asking why the universe bothers to exist, and people answering like the question is sacred. If someone told you your kid had to stay home because she thinks too loud, would you still show up at their table? Or would you build your own? Tell me in the comments. I read every one. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe for more.